Thank you for today, Alexa. Because of you coming in to meet me today, I'm feeling a whole lot better.
That's great to hear. And not only you, but being able to come in has helped me feel a sense of relief.
You consider my leg was broken, huh?
But the fact that that was the only serious injury is what made me feel relieved. The moment that I got a call saying my husband was in an accident, I was so worried that you might be in life-threatening danger.
But having to get into that accident in the first place sucks.
You can't just laugh about it. It's good seeing that nothing else was hurt on you besides your leg. But you have a daughter now that needs you, so you need to take better care of yourself.
You're right. The work that I do runs a risk of accidents like this all the time, but I shouldn't be laughing about getting into one. While I'm in the hospital, I'll have to think about making things better.
Do you mean making things better at work?
Well, what I'm saying is that we have to be the ones as people doing the work. And there's nothing else that can do the work we do on the floor there. So the only other option is to work for more safety regulations within the workplace. If we can work together to make our practices safer, accidents like this can be avoided.
You're in the hospital, and yet you're still thinking about work? First, you should just focus on healing, right?
I know that. By the way, where's Abby at? Did she end up going out to play or something?
Right now she has a day off, so she doesn't need to be at school or anything. But since she's so young, she doesn't seem to quite understand what happened to you when you got hurt. And so I didn't end up bringing her in. It's better that she just play rather than come here to be worried about you.
That's a shocker. She's not lonely or anything by me not being home?
Well, she's used to you always being on business trips and things. So she doesn't mind the fact that you've been gone for a little while. Sorry about that one, Logan.
No, as long as she's doing well, that's all that matters. But I'm lonely. So if the next time you come here, you bring her along, I'll be very happy.
In regards to you being in the hospital, you'll be here another 3 weeks, right? Don't you think you can just wait until you're out of here?
Don't pick on me like that, Alexa. Normally I don't even get to play around with Abby a bunch, so it'd be nice now that I'm stuck in a bed all day to see her every so often so that we can talk and play.
I'm sorry. But with the shape that you're in right now, I think she'd be very surprised. Your leg is still hung up in a cast and all. I think that'd start to get her all anxious about it if you're really okay.
And I'm sure that she might be at first. Don't you at least think you can talk to her about it and see what she thinks? If she seems to get really upset about all this, then we can stop trying.
Alright. Then I guess when I get time, I'll talk with her and see. But if she says she doesn't want to come here, then I'll stop. Don't get all upset if that does happen though, okay?
I'll make sure to try my best. Anyway, thank you again for coming in to see me today. I'm sorry to have to leave you alone to care for Abby. Just let me know if there's anything I can help with.
Alright. And as for you, Logan, stop thinking about the rest of us so much, and just focus on getting that leg healed up. Well, I'll see you again soon.
I'd love to see Abby right now. I thought about all of this a little, but I'm shocked.
But even though she's not coming, I'll still be there for you. Are you upset that you're only getting your wife?
No, that's not what I meant. I haven't been able to see her for a few days and I'm starting to get lonely. Of course, I'm always happy when you come to see me, Alexa.
Why, thank you. But in Abby's case, there's nothing you can do about her. When I talked to her about why you got injured and what's wrong, she always told me it was too scary and started to cry. And so I think it's all too stressful for her.
I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that. And I really should be saying sorry to her as well for causing all this.
Well, there's nothing that can be done now. But you and her did make a promise to go out and play this week, right? Hearing that you can no longer go to see her and play around has left her a little down.
I see. I feel so bad for her.
She doesn't understand yet what it means to be as hurt as you are, and so she thinks of everything as being scary. But I'm sure she also misses you. So once you are released from there, you better be a good friend for her.
Understood. And luckily, by the time I'm out of here, she should be on summer break, right? I think I'll take on a road trip with me.
Do you really think you can start to move that much the moment you're out of here? Even after getting out of there, you'll still have the cast on, right?
Well, that doesn't stop me from moving and driving all that much. And after getting into an accident, I've caused unnecessary worry for her. So I just want to make her feel better about everything.
But don't start overdoing things, okay? If you get out of the hospital and get yourself hurt again, there's no point to even letting you out of there.
That's alright, I won't go too far with myself. Ah, by the way, I'm sorry.
Huh? About what?
After you'd gone from visiting me, my mum called me. She said that Macy would be coming home. She must be on her summer break as well from college, right?
Ah, your little sister. Does she plan to come to our house?
It seems that she said she wants to meet you and Abby. So if it doesn't bother you too much, she might also be coming over. But I'm still not 100% certain that's true.
Now that I think about it, Macy still doesn't know about you being in the hospital, right? She hasn't come at all to see you yet, at least.
Well, when I've been in that accident, she turned out to be very busy with herself. She had tests she had to finish and some final projects to get done. And so, my parents made sure to not get her all upset by talking to her about my condition. I bet if she comes and sees what happened, she'll get all riled up, and I wouldn't say a thing.
Macy is the type to get all in arms about this, isn't she? She might end up giving you a small punch in the leg for doing this to yourself.
Now that I think about it, she sure would.
And you know that Abby doesn't want to be seeing your sister all worked up. That's why you kept things quiet, right?
Oh, that's exactly right. If she does happen to be coming over to our place, I'll give you a call. And if it happens that I can't get out of this hospital soon, I might ask her to come see you guys and help out around the house. Of course, if you don't want to deal with her while I'm still here, I can wait until I'm out of here to have her over.
Well, do what you like about it, Logan. But I do want to see Macy since it's been so long now. So, I'll be looking forward to her coming over.
She can be a bit of a handful, so be careful. And don't be shy asking her to help with Abby at times. I'm sure she'll be happy to play with her niece.
Well, I'll ask her if she does end up coming over. I'm sure that Abby will be excited as well.
Well, I'm still not sure that she's coming though. So it may still be a bit until I can say if she's coming.
Alright, well, I'll see you later. I'll make sure things stay in order over here.
Thank you. And make sure you're taking care of yourself as well.
Hey, hold on! What have you been doing, Logan?
Macy, what's going on with you? It's been such a long time since we've last talked, so I thought you'd be a bit less aggressive. Anyway, you're already back home now? I was assuming it'd be a little while longer before you came back from college.
I'm not wanting to talk about that right now. I'm the one asking you right now about what happened. So don't just assume that you can hide things from me now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Why are you so upset with me all of a sudden?
I have the right to be upset with you right now, Logan. Leaving your child at home all alone for the past week is horrible. Absolutely unacceptable, Logan. I never thought you, out of anyone, would be the type to do this to their own little girl.
Huh? Are you talking about Abby? What do you mean she's been home alone all week?
Do you really think you can play dumb with me now? I know what I've heard and seen here. I just heard about all of this from Abby herself, and walking into your house, there was nobody else here besides her. She told me that not you or your wife have come home at all this week for her. She thinks that you've just left her there to go on a trip, or that you guys are no longer her parents.
What do you mean gone out on a trip? Because she should know that I'm in the hospital right now.
What do you mean? Do you think lying to me like that will work?
I'm being serious about being in a hospital bed right now. She seemed to be very busy with school and all, so I didn't want to say anything about this. But right now I'm in the hospital because of an accident that happened at work. But before we talk about me, what's happened to Alexa? If you're at the house right now, then she should be there too.
That's why I'm saying there's nobody else here besides Abby right now. And there hasn't been anyone but her here for the last week. So wait, are you actually in the hospital? Abby said she didn't know anything about that.
There's no way that could be the case. Alexa told me that she explained all this to her.
Well, that Alexa hasn't been home for the last week. Well, for the time being, you're off the hook. But I'll have to ask Mom about this to make sure that you really are there.
Alright, but how's Abby doing right now? You just told me that she's been home alone for the past week, right? Is she doing okay?
It seems that she's fine right now, so you don't have to worry about that. I made sure to grab her and put her in my car with me, and then we came back to Mom and Dad's house. She was at least able to eat some things out of the fridge before I found her, though. So I don't think anything's wrong with her health.
No, that's not all I'm worried about, Macy. Do you think that you can come to the hospital right now? I want to know what the hell happened.
I'm telling you to calm down first. I know that you're all riled up now that you found out about this. I feel the same as well. Right now I'm with your mom and we're checking everything over with Abby. I'll make sure that we take her to the doctors to get her checked out really quick, so let me go grab her insurance card.
Thank you for that, Macy. At least knowing that you guys are dealing with everything helps me relax a little.
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry for getting all angry with you when I didn't even know you were hurt. I just wish I'd known you were in the hospital right now. I'm sure this all almost gave you a heart attack.
Hey, don't worry about it. After what Abby had told you, I'm sure you became more confused and upset with me easily. But now I'm left to wonder what happened to Alexa. What was she thinking leaving Abby at home all alone like that?
Well, about that, I think I know something about her.
Why, do you know something?
I'll let you know the details later, okay? I'll make sure that after having Abby see the doctor, we come there to see you. I'm sure you want to see Abby yourself, and that'll help calm you down even more, right?
You're right. Thank you. If you both can come here soon, that'll really make me happy. I'm sorry that you stumbled into this, but please make sure to keep an eye on Abby.
I'm sorry, Logan. I couldn't come and see you today. I've just been a bit more busy than usual today.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm doing alright for myself now, so go ahead and enjoy the rest of your time at that resort. And know that when you come back here, things aren't going to be all fun and games anymore, so you should take the time you have now to relax.
Huh? What resort are you talking about?
You've been looking forward to going there for a while now, right? You've had a pamphlet for the place sitting on the counter. But having that sit in the house opened up with the contact information circled wasn't your best move. If you plan to have an affair, you have to hide it a whole lot better.
What the heck are you talking about, Logan? I have no idea what you mean by all this resort stuff and me having an affair. I think you're a bit on edge right now over nothing. And how did you get home when you're still supposed to be in the hospital a little while longer?
It wasn't me that went home, but Macy. And she was the one that found that pamphlet. And at that moment, she was also able to take Abby into her care. Because of you leaving our daughter at home and running off, I started to really doubt you. You better be more careful about things like this next time.
Wait, Macy came home? Why? Isn't she home from school way too soon? And I thought she'd go to her parents' place first.
She told me that she forgot to mention she'd be coming over. That's just the kind of girl she is, Alexa. But because of that, she was able to find out you were having an affair, and was able to get Abby the care she needed. So, I'm thankful for her not telling me.
Wait, hold on. Even if you say that I'm cheating on you, it's nothing serious. I just wanted to have a little fun with someone else, I guess.
Oh? So you really have been having an affair? Thank you so much for coming out about that. Now I won't have to investigate you or anything for it.
Huh? What? Are you saying you just set me up?
I only just learned that you had left Abby home for a week today. And then after hearing about the pamphlet that was found, and what Abby told us, I had some questions about you. But I had to have some kind of hard evidence to be sure of this. However, you telling me that you have been with another man just then really helped me out.
Oh, I can't believe this. So you wanted me to tell you that? You really did trick me.
You have no right getting upset with me over that, though. After all, you tricked Abby and me so that you could go out and enjoy another man's company, right?
No, that's something else. I told you that I just went out with him to have a little fun is all.
So to have a little fun with another man, you'd leave your daughter at home all by herself? Well, if that's totally fine with you, then you really are scary, Alexa. I'd rather you just say that you do love that other man, instead of saying it was a one-time thing.
But there are things in the fridge for her to eat, right? And it's not like I never went home during this trip.
And I've been asking Abby about that. She said you'd come back for a few minutes to get changed and then leave without saying a word to her. That pretty much means you never came home at all.
Then, are you saying I should have brought Abby with me? That's really weird of you.
Stop trying to make me look like the idiot here. You've already messed up big time by cheating on me. But leaving your daughter at home without even telling her where I was? You told her that you would be going out for a week with me, right?
Well, I felt that if I didn't say I was with you, she'd start to get upset. If she went and saw you there and said something about me, I'd be screwed. That's the reason I never said anything about you being in the hospital.
You just did that for yourself then. You also made sure to keep her away from school before summer vacation so that she wouldn't tell any of her teachers, right? Did you really think that by doing all of that, someone wouldn't notice? There's only so much fooling around you can do, Alexa.
But no matter what, Abby's still right? I'll apologize for cheating on you, so just forgive me and let's move on.
You sure about that? You really think all of this can just be overlooked? Because of all that bad lying you did to Abby, she ended up almost hating me just as much as she hates you right now. Do you not see how much you could have hurt her in my relationship?
I'm sure that she felt lonely being home all by herself, and I'm sure you were lonely in the hospital without her. But once you got home from the hospital, your time with her would never end, right? So I thought a week of you two not making contact would have been just fine.
Well, none of that was fine. I can see now by all of this that what you've done here all seems fine and acceptable to you. And there is no way I can let my daughter look up to a person like that as their mom. I'm gonna divorce you.
Hold on a second, Logan. I told you that him and I are not serious about one another. I'll never see him again, so you can go ahead and forgive me now.
Would you really risk all of this if it was just for a fling with some man? I can already tell that there's more to him than you're willing to say. And I'm not sure enough that even after this there won't be more of you sneaking out with him. If you are fine trying this with him once, there will most likely be another time.
Abby is still a little girl, yet you want to force her parents to be apart? Don't you feel bad for doing something like that to her?
And you think it's alright leaving that little girl all alone at home for a week? I'm not even gonna laugh at how crazy you're sounding right now.
Aren't you being a bit of a prick right now? If I'm no longer in the house, who's going to be there to take care of her? Do you think it's okay to leave her at home all day while you go to work?
I'll be taking Abby back to my parents' house. I won't ever let her feel alone ever again like you did. So, I'd like to ask a stranger like you to no longer worry about what I do with my daughter. After that, I was able to get a divorce from Alexa. And by using the fact that Alexa had been cheating on me, as well as her leaving her daughter home alone for 1 week, I was able to get a settlement from her and the custody to Abby. And as Alexa had said to me, her and that man she was fooling around with weren't in fact serious, and so after I left her, she broke things off with him. I was also able to get money from that man she'd been with, even though he never had any intentions of stealing her from me. But even if he had no plans, they still put my daughter in danger. Even now, I have no regrets of leaving Alexa, and I'm glad I was able to get everything I needed from her to make our separation go smoothly. And once all of that had been settled, I was able to get a nicer cast put on my leg and leave the hospital to head home. Right now, I'm back home with Abby and we're living together. For a little while, Abby had been pretty worried over all the lies and things that Alexa did to her. But now that we have time together in the house again, she has begun to calm down. Being her only parent now, my responsibility of caring for her has grown. But as her only father, I'll make sure to take care of her no matter what I do.
Kara, is it true that you quit your job?
What? Oh, yes, it's true. I quit my job.
Oh, what are you doing? The company my husband works at went bankrupt. So we were planning on having you and Adam give us money from now on.
Huh?
Is this some sort of harassment? Oh, it is, right? Is that why you quit your job?
No, it's not. I didn't know your Mr. Dawson's company went bankrupt until now. I quit my job at the company because the side job I had started gaining momentum. So I decided to just quit it.
What? A side job? Does that mean you're just going to work for some extra cash? You're going to rely on Adam's salary and use the money from his side job for yourself, right?
No, that's not it. It's been 2 years since the salary I earned from my side job greatly surpassed the one from my job at the company. It was getting difficult to do both, so I decided to choose one and focus on that. I talked with Adam about this.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me about it?
Well,
You didn't tell us because you're hiding something, right? Which means that this side job of yours doesn't pay as well as you say it does. If I had known about it, I never would have let you quit your job at the company.
this is why Adam said it's best if I didn't tell you guys. You don't listen to a word I say and just immediately start attacking me.
What?
Have you heard the term toxic parent?
Oh, what are you on to?
This is the perfect timing, so I'll tell you. Adam and I are going to be moving.
You're moving?
I have no intention of explaining when you can't even understand why I quit my other job. I'll just say that this was Adam's idea.
Hold on! It's you and Adam's job to support us!
Why don't you two ask your other son for help, the one you gave all your attention to?
What? But Damien is too sensitive of a person to get a job. Oh, don't be ridiculous!
Don't you realize that pampering him like that is probably why he's 41, unemployed, and living with his parents?
What?
Goodbye.
I finally found your new address, Kara. It wasn't easy. I had to give my relatives a bunch of money to make them talk.
Huh? Mrs. Dawson?
Oh, it looks like you didn't block me.
I didn't block you on purpose because I didn't know just what you people would do if I completely shut you out.
Well, it looks like someone's still as rude as ever. Anyways, it seems like you still don't have a job.
What?
I've been watching you these last few days. But you only leave the house when you go shopping or jogging.
You've been watching me? Just what are you thinking?
I know that you're not in the house right now. So I had my stuff moved into the house.
What? What do you mean your stuff? How did you even get in?
Well, I broke that big window that leads from the yard to the living room.
You what?
Anyway, me moving into your house isn't important. I'm just surprised you still don't have a job. Isn't it normal for wives these days to have one? And to think I came all this way just so you and Adam could finally do your job and support me. Why is it that you haven't done anything to prepare for my arrival?
Because we were never planning on letting you move into our house.
What did you just say to me?
I told you this before. Did you forget?
You didn't tell me anything.
Okay, I'll be there soon. Adam, you're still outside, right?
What's wrong, Kara? I dropped off the stuff and on my way home. I'm at a gas station right now.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't bump into her.
What is it?
Your mother found out where we live and broke in through the living room window.
What? She broke the window? Looks like she's still as crazy as ever.
Judging by the text she sent earlier, she still hasn't given up on getting us to support her. She says she's moved into our house, so she's probably not just going to leave.
Jesus.
What are we gonna do? We probably have to go home. But it's going to be quite the hassle once we do, since your mom's already broken in.
This is the worst possible timing. Oh, I see. Now, huh?
What is it?
I tried thinking about it from a different perspective. Ever since she found out I worked at A Industries, Mom hasn't stopped telling me to give her money.
Yup.
She ignored me at first when I told her about the company I got into after I graduated high school. But she found out that it was one of the largest companies in the industry after I got interviewed by a local newspaper. Which is why she now thinks I get paid well.
So that's why. I was truly shocked when I found out that she wanted you to give her basically your whole salary every month.
Truly. At the time, it was only 7 years since I'd graduated high school and got the job at A Industries. My parents probably thought that I got paid as much as someone who graduated from a prestigious university and got an official position. It looked like aliens the way they kept asking me for money. I assume nothing's changed in their attitude, so she's probably gonna ask me for money again. But now that it's only 2 weeks until I start my new job, I'm basically unemployed right now.
Oh, I understand. You mean that we should take advantage of the situation, right?
Let's decide on what to do before we go home. Where are you right now?
I'm at the supermarket I always go to.
Okay, I'll pick you up by car, so wait for me by the entrance of the main road. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Got it.
Kara, I heard what you and Adam were talking about last night. To think that you were actually against me moving in and have no intention of supporting me. But aren't you the one who's living off of Adam's salary? You're just afraid that if I move in, you won't be able to spend as much money on luxuries anymore, aren't you? Of course that's it. The fact that you still don't have a job is proof. If you have no intention of getting a job and supporting your mother-in-law, then get out. Starting from today, this house is me and Adam's. I decided that I'm going to depend on Adam from now on, which means that there's no room for parasites like you anymore.
I understand. I'll leave tonight.
My, you're so obedient.
It just means that I have no intention of supporting you. And neither do I want to live with you. I'm going to be packing my things, so goodbye.
Acting all tough, are we?
Did you get there yet, Kara?
Yup, I just arrived. I ate the dinner I bought from the convenience store while surrounded by cardboard boxes.
That sounds fun, I guess.
I've got work that's nearing the deadline, so I'll need to set up the computer though.
I see. You seem as busy as usual, but don't overwork yourself, alright? Mom's calling me. I'll settle things in 3 to 4 days, but I won't text you too much just in case.
Got it. I'll wait for you here. Good luck.
Thanks.
Kara, get back here immediately.
What?
Now that it's come to this, I don't mind if it's just you. Get a part-time job or something just to earn the money to support me.
Huh? You kicked me out of the house after insulting me, and now this?
It's not my fault. I didn't know at the time. Adam hasn't left the house in the past 3 days despite it being a weekday. I asked him what's wrong when he told me he wanted to quit his well-paying job at the company. He told me this morning. I kicked him out and told him not to come back until he finds a job. He's probably looking for one right now, but someone as useless as him probably won't be able to find a job so easily. You will be the one who will support me until he comes back. Get back as soon as possible.
Have you ever thought about getting a job yourself?
Huh?
I heard this from somebody else, but it seems you got divorced with your husband. It all started when your eldest son, Damien, left the house. Because Adam and I have left, you two had no one left to rely on. So you forced Damien, who's been unemployed for over 20 years now, to get a job at a local bread factory. But once the 3 months of probation was over, he was assigned to someplace far away. Damien apparently realized that working at a bread factory was his calling, so he went. No one's been able to contact him since.
I had no idea something like this would happen.
Mr. Dawson was the one who gave Damien the pamphlet for the job, right? You blamed him for Damien leaving, which was the start of a huge fight. In the end, you were kicked out of the house. You realized that at this rate, you would become homeless. So you used the money you got after the divorce as a bribe to get one of our relatives to give you our address. Am I right?
Yes, but still, what is it with you two? How is it that both of you are unemployed?
Well, I for one plan to work hard from now on.
Yes, keep doing so. So you're finally going to do what I say. Then go get a job so you can support me.
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh?
You know, the two of us were actually preparing to move before you barged into our house.
What, you're moving again?
Didn't you notice that all our stuff has already been moved out?
Oh, now that you mention it, it is a bit empty here. Oh my god, is your stuff really not here?
You really didn't notice until I told you? You really do only think about yourself, do you?
Well, I guess it's all right. At least I have a house now.
Oh, we're only renting that house.
Huh?
We've already terminated the contract, so get out of here by the end of this month, okay?
What? But...
Adam's arrived at the new house, so bye now.
Kara! But then who's going to support me?
Damien was the one who told me about his parents' divorce. Me and Adam's successful escape from his toxic parents apparently had a huge impact on him. He took advantage of being made to work at a bread factory and asked himself to be assigned someplace far away. Nowadays, he seems busy with work, saying that there's so much to remember. But he does seem like he's having fun. Mr. Dawson also apparently found a job, albeit a low-paying one. Miss Dawson, on the other hand, realizing that she was now all alone after failing to move into her house, she headed to the nearest job center. She was temporarily relieved after finding a job that came with accommodation, but apparently was so relieved that she was late for her first day. She didn't even apologize and keeps making similar mistakes every day. It's probably only a matter of time until she's fired.